guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a long time since we've done one, been busy, etc, etc. So yeah, last weekend and today went pretty hard on the car. It's nearly ready for the test and tune day. So we'll start from the front, work our way back. As you can see, well, the wiring needs a slight tidy up, but basically I have to rewire the whole car from scratch again and plumb everything up. So the thermo fan's all plumbed up with the relay. It's got the few wires in there. We've basically given a new service, put new manifold gasket and carby gaskets on it. Went through the whole thing, so that's all good. I got the windscreen wipers working. Not sure how they're going to go yet because I haven't run them through a relay, but we'll see how they go, but we won't need them for a while. So that's the front. All the fenders were fastened on into the cab. You can see we've moved the battery into the cab. I've still got to put a strap around the box, but that's all ready to go in that aspects. The next to the shifter there, behind the shifter, you can see the control panel that starts and stops it. That's the wires going through. It's got its own fuse box up in there. Still got to do a bit of tidying up, more just to bundle the wires up a bit more. But we started it up today. I'll start it in a minute, but yeah, it still needs a bit of a tune, but it's not too bad. Man, the old man, we bled the brakes this morning, so they're not too bad. I think they still need a bit more attention because it's, I don't know, I've got to test it out. I think it's still got a bit of air in it. But we've wired up, like I said, the coil down there with the switch button. We've got a thermo fan switch and the windscreen wiper switch on the steering wheel, and we managed to come across a quick release steering wheel, and the roll cage out of the other Corolla that I've got is in this one. It's all bolted up. We sprayed it white so it looked a bit better. Got the back tray in it. So we'll see if it wants to start. So yeah, so basically we just flick the switch on. That gives you power to all that. I'll just make sure she's out of gear, and hopefully she'll just start. Ooh, a bit cranky. Let's give it a bit of juice. Might actually better. I'll just go sit in the car, eh? So yeah, so it hasn't been running much, and I know the carby needs a bit of a tune, hence why she don't want to start up straight away. But we're working on that. So we'll go again. So yeah, she's running, she's idling a little bit high, like I said, it settles down, but I've just got to give it a bit more of a tune. But she'll be right. Once she warms up, she slows down. So we took the original muffler off it, and we got this shiny pad coming out the rear. Then, like I said, it runs on. So yeah, she runs alright. Needs a tune and that. Now I gotta check the timing. So she's probably out a little bit, but we'll worry about that on the day. Just got to get on the trailer next Sunday. So she's running. Like I said, everything's wired up. We'll flick on the thermo. So yeah, it's all the thermo, everything's wired up now. Like I said, she still needs a a good tune and that. But we'll worry about that mainly on the test and tune day next weekend. But if you're watching it now and you haven't scrolled back through the other videos, you'll see where this poor old Corolla came from and to where it is at the moment. Basically, it had no tunnel and it was all cut out and raped to shit. Yeah, it's shocking. So basically, we've put the 5K Toyota engine in the front. It's got the manual 4 or 5 speed. Can't remember off the top of my head. Hilux diff in the back, which is an LSD. We've done the roll cage like you've seen. We've had to replumb the fuel tank and drain out all the stale fuel because that was, obviously stale. So we've done all that. And basically stripped everything out that's shite. So we've just got a few holes in the firewall to just plumb up where old bungs and bungs and bits and pieces have come out just to stop the dust from going inside. So like I said, it still needs a tune, and I've got to get a bit of box tube because the previous owners decided to cut out this support here to put the engine in and out and didn't supply it with the car, so which is all good. We'll fix him up later. I was making a grill up, but we decided to put the factory grill in because it just looked better. It just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So yeah, so that's it coming together. We've got a couple of things yet we've got to do. Oh yeah, I made a... Where's my little doobie? Oh, I had the surround that went around the gear stick. It was pretty shite. I don't even know where it is now. Well, look over here. There it is. So yeah, basically around the gear stick used to be this. This used to hold down the rubber boots. But being when I cut the hole in the new tunnel, it was a tad too long. I only cut the mill, but not enough for it to not sit nicely. So I made up a new one out of aluminium. As you can see there. So that looks heaps better. So it's nice and snug. All the seals are sealed up, and it's bolted to the floor with riv nuts. So that looks heaps better than that original thing. So that was cool. So all we've got to do in the interior is we've got to remove the driver's seat so I could drill the hole in the floor for the front front harness strap. Then bolt the harnesses into the driver's side, and then drill the hole down here for the front one for the passenger harness, and the rear ones obviously wrap on the bar, and the outside ones go into down here the existing seatbelt holes. So over this week I'll do the seatbelt, do the seatbelts, the seats, and yeah, just basically the passenger seat, because she's ready to go and she's starting and running. So that's everything there done. It's just setting up for a passenger to come for a rip, and we're going to get a new fire extinguisher. They're only about $29-30. We'll get a new one. So this car's got its own fire extinguisher. The blue car, which is sitting over here, looking pretty sad because I've been spending all the time on this one. So, like I said, she starts, she runs, you've heard it running. Might put the front bumper on. I wouldn't mind putting bar work on, but we're probably going to run out of time, so I'm going to put the bar on, which is not too bad. That doesn't take much. And, yeah, so it's not a lot to do. So we'll get all that done, ready for the test and tune next Sunday. And we'll get some videos up so you can see it running. But it's just basically tuning it, making it run, making sure it runs right. And we'll be taking out some really good gaffer tape stuff and some silicone so we can fill up all the random holes that we missed where the dust is coming through. But all good. So yeah, so stay tuned. Later in the week we'll give you another one with the passenger seat, which will be the blue one we got here. Kind of looks better than the one that we've got in there, but the one that's in there now, I feel more comfortable in that one, so I'm working with that. And that one will go, the blue one will go in the passenger seat, ready for a passenger. And like I said, I've got the harnesses, which are over there. They're all good. And I'm blocking off the rear tail lights, which are hard to see. You can see there's no tail lights. I've removed them, and we're just going to plate them up. And I've got some LEDs that'll go in there just for the night round. So yeah, so we've done a whole lot today and last weekend. The body won't be painted till after the test and tune day. Just not going to have time for it. So she'll go out like this. But she's ready for tuning anyway, so that's the main thing. As long as we can get the rally tyres under the front of it, she'll be sweet. Stay tuned.